Okay. Just making sure everything's working here. Let's see, just testing. Checking my mic again. Hopefully it's loud enough. Okay. Okay, can everyone see and hear me and everything? I had to re-plug in my mic and everything. I had to make sure everything's working. Hopefully y'all can see and hear everything well. I hope the stream is looking okay. I got the game on pause right now, because I had to do some tweaking and everything. But hopefully everything's working well. Apparently the speech chat is still not doing right and everything. They're probably still working on it, it looks like, so. But other than that, it looks like everything's working fine, so. I might have to turn the game sound down a little bit. Let's try to turn it down 1 decibel. There we go. I'll try it and see how that works, so. Okay. Okay, how's that? Is that working? Alright, without further ado, let's get to the game. Sorry for the late start and everything, everyone. I just had to make sure everything is working, so. But it should be good now. Hopefully I'm still alive and everything. But it should be good now, so everything should be working just fine, so. Okay, everything should be working now, so. Hopefully y'all can see and hear everything well. I hope the stream is looking okay. Now, so we don't waste any more time, let's get to the game. We're back here in the battle against the Goblin Mages. Still gotta learn this blue magic right here for Quina, so let's get to it. Let's see. Goblin Mages, they have, how much HP do they have? They have 983 HP, so let's see what we can do against them without killing them. Let's see. Maybe Dagger can attack them in the back. Let's see if that works. I could use Master Magic against one of them, that might work. Try that. I was saying I'm supposed to get steel form. Nice, you hit that one. Alright, well, we can eat that one. We can eat that one. I gotta be careful. I have a quick save ready for a later event in the game. So you'll see what I'm talking about when we get there. There we go, Goblin one. Alright. That was easy. Does, just like in most other Final Fantasy games, does non-elemental damage against the enemy, and it does more damage if the enemy's level is the same as your caster's level, basically. So, there you go. And Dagger finished an ability. Hey Holly, how you doing? Okay, let's see, what did Dagger finish? I'm getting a lot of lag here right now. She finished something. Probably the Pearl Road or something. Oh, maybe she finished the Lamius TR. Well, she's already finished everything, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's see. Where do we want to go next? Oh, well, we need to get our Choco. Okay, I know what we need to do next. Let's see. We need to go into the Q's Marsh here. Not to catch fogs, but for something else. Let's see. You may remember, we ran into Ragtimer earlier in the game, at the beginning, before the Ice Cavern. Remember him? Well, he's back. Now that we're back on the Outer Continent, we can run into him again. We can actually run into him 6 times this time, as opposed to the 4 times when you counted him earlier at the beginning of the game. Yeah, when you hit the Outer Continent after Fossil Roo, you can find him again right here on the Outer Continent. So, let's see. We gotta, wait 20 seconds after entering a place like the Q's Marsh right here, without moving, and then we can run into him again in any forest. So there's a place over to the east of me called the Southeast Forest that's unmarked right now. I tried entering that place and then exiting it with that, and then not moving from that place, and he would not show up in that place. It's a big forest area to the east of me. For some reason that place doesn't work right now. I don't know why, but it's unmarked right now, and that's a place that we'll go to soon enough, but not right now. So we kind of have to use the Q's Marsh right now. So unfortunately, but well, better than a sharp stick in the eye. So we'll just use the Q's Marsh right now, and we'll use one of these forests. Let's see. So let's go to here, and is this it? Is this the back timer already? Right here. Let's see if this is him. Now the questions that he asked this time might be different from the ones that were already asked by him on my other save file. If that's the case, I'll put in the video description the ones that he did ask me on the save file from before, where I've done my off-screen leveling and stuff. So, alright, Theater Ship Prima Vista uses mist as its source of energy. The answer to that one is actually true. How you're supposed to know this one, I'm not sure. I guess you can kind of infer that one on your own. Or maybe they just outright tell you that somehow or something. Maybe it's a clue as to what the other ships do. I don't know, but you got me there. But the answer to that one is true. So, there you go. Yeah, that one's actually really easy. So, maybe the Tantalus give you a clue as to that one. So, like Baku. Yeah. Alright, let's see. So now we found him that time. We're not going to be able to find him again right away, so yeah, once again we have to do that rag timer trick, so let's just do that again. Into the Q's Marsh. Exit. And then once again we have to wait 20 seconds before we move. Luckily, with Choco, it's actually a lot easier. Because with Choco, we don't have to worry about any random encounters before the rag timer, so let's just wait 20 seconds right here. Don't move. Okay, just stay still. 20 seconds. Okay. Hey, at least we can enjoy some time with Choco again. Although we're not playing Choco Home Cold. Alright. Okay. Now, there is a friendly creature in this area. Don't worry about him right now. If you run into him, just run from him, okay? We'll run into them again. As I said, we're gonna worry about the friendly creatures later, okay? Hey, Battle Scar, how you doing? And Kaz. Alright, so here's the rag timer again. This is, I believe, number 2 right here. Well, actually, number 6, actually, if we count the other 4. So. Alright, so what's the question for this one? Fossil Wu is a tunnel that connects Trino and Alexandria. You should know this one right here. Fossil Wu is a tunnel for that. That one is actually false. The answer to that one is actually Garden. Yeah. Yeah, they try to get you with that one, so. Yeah, you should know that one. Yeah, Fossil Wu is actually the place we just went through, so that was the excavation site, so. Okay, so that was number 6, so let's get on Choco again. Let's see. Go back into the Q's Marsh again. The frogs haven't had time to respawn, by the way, so don't worry about that. The frogs won't have the time to respawn until a little bit later, so gotta go through a few areas first. So, alright, so go into the Q's Marsh, exit, and then we have to wait 20 seconds without moving. So, So let's just wait 20 seconds. Yeah, when you enter and exit the Q's Marsh, just don't move for 20 seconds, and that will pass the time for the rag timer to appear again. So, just like what we did with the ice cavern earlier. So, and I don't know if you can be in a forest or not. I think you have to be outside the forest for this to work. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. Alright, let's see what the next question is. Let's see, okay. Wait, where are you, rag timer? Where are you? There you are! I found you. Okay, there we go. Hopefully this is the rag timer and not the friendly creature we're looking for. Oh, it sounds like an update going on. I hope it's not an update. Okay, yeah, here's another rag timer encounter. Alright, what do we got for this question? Question number 7. What's this one? Lindblom Castle is larger than Alexandria Castle. I don't know how you're supposed to know this one, so I don't think they outright tell you, so but the answer to that one is actually true. I guess Steiner tells you like in the cargo ship that it's larger, like before you enter it, but there you go.
Battlescar 1313.
But that was question number 7, I think. So, yeah. So we have to find them 3 more times. I parked a little close to the Q's Marsh there. Gotta not park so close to these places. Now, I'm not using my quick save right now because, well, there's a certain point where I have a quick save ready.